Welcome! My name is Dotan Saguy, and in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to tell you what's in this masterclass so you can decide if it's for you. But first off, what do I mean by street photography? Well, here's my definition. It's about making candid photographs of people in public settings. Fair enough? Well, that's right. It's not the pretend version where you can just ask people to pose or to redo that thing they just did. It's the real deal. Nothing posed, nothing staged. Sounds hard? Well, not after you take this course. So, what exactly will you be able to do after you take this masterclass? Well, here it is. You'll know how to best use your gear specifically for street photography. I'll teach you how to approach and photograph strangers confidently and without fear. You'll know what to look for in the street and how to pursue scenes with the most potential. That's right, no more wasting time on subjects that just won't work. And once you've spotted that promising scene, you'll know how to compose it like a pro and how to time your shots to capture the peak moments. Yep, that's the decisive moment. You'll also know how to pick your very best images objectively and how you need to process them to make them look their very best. I'll even share some of my secrets to submit to photo contests with the best chances of winning. How will you learn all this? Most of the course is actually recorded as a series of short video clips, just like this one, that you can watch at your own pace on your own time. Each module includes carefully designed assignments, so you can practice what you've learned. Some of my students love the anonymity and the flexibility of this part of the program, but others need more interaction to learn. And that's why I also hold free live office hours via Zoom every single week. That's right, I make myself available to answer your questions. We discuss fascinating street photography topics together. And during the week, we can exchange messages and images on the class forum. It's a lot of fun. And we've even formed an optional photo critique group that I facilitate. So it's not just a self-service online course you're getting. It's much, much more. Now, why did I create this class, and how do I know that my methods actually work? That's a fair question. I went through a huge transformation myself from a career in high tech to professional photography in only 5 short years. I can barely believe what happened. My work was published in National Geographic, The Guardian, the LA Times, and many, many others. My images won several prestigious awards. I became an instructor with Leica. I became an ambassador for the Nick collection. And I published these 2 award-winning photo books with the prestigious German publisher Kehrer Verlag. Now, how do I explain all this? Well, I was lucky enough to learn the right techniques from the right people at the right time. And those techniques worked so well for me that I used my engineering background to weave them into a comprehensive methodology. That's the methodology I've been teaching at my Leica workshops with great results from my students. The only problem was, not everyone can afford my workshops or find the time to attend them. Once you factor in the cost of travel, the tuition, lodging, meals, these workshops often cost $2,000 to $4,000 and sometimes more. This masterclass costs a small fraction of that price, and it remains available to you for 2 whole years from the time you sign up, as opposed to just the 3 to 5 days of a workshop. And you still get live access to me on a weekly basis. It's just an incredible value, but don't take my word for it. Here's what my students have to say about this masterclass.
The thing that's really great about this class is that Dotan gives you a framework so that in that instant when you're trying to put it all together, you've got a lot of it already taken care of. And then you can really focus on bringing your heart to the situation.
In addition to being a great photographer, Dotan's a great teacher, and you really have to divide the photos I've taken to pre-Dotan and post-Dotan because you can see a marked difference just from the moment I started working with him.
For us to have access to such a talented photographer on a weekly basis, to me, goes way above and beyond any other online photography course that I've ever taken. And I think that's well worth the value of that in itself. And we have the online community where we post our homework and we can see what the other students are doing and learn from each other. So it's a great course and a really great community that's been created for anybody, beginner to experienced.
I thought the Street Photography Masterclass was wonderful, one of the best classes that I've ever taken. Dotan is a natural teacher who takes complex concepts and boils them down. I thought he was very generous with his expertise and his time. And the class was great value, both in terms of the modules and in terms of things like the office hours. And to have Dotan's time for an hour each week where he was able to riff on different subjects and just impart his expertise. Highly recommended course.
It gives you a real sense of confidence when you're going out there doing the assignments, that you know what you're doing and you know why you're doing it. And in a sense, it's got to make you a better photographer. I feel it's making me a better photographer.
My view of people on the street has totally changed. With Dotan's simple method, talking to strangers has become very easy. Even if you're an introvert, the interaction you can have with people is always rewarding. I discovered that real street photography, as taught by Dotan Saguy, invites us to see people, to see humanity, and I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Ralph was a complete beginner when he joined the class. Only 4 months later, he was able to shoot an amazing photo project that culminated in this gorgeous photo book. Are you ready to join Ralph and many others who are already taking their street photography to the next level? I hope you'll join us, and I look forward to guiding you through this exciting new journey. Oh, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always here to help.